Hey Microbrand Watch World, this is Justin coming to you with another watch review on video. This particular review comes to us from Pramzius. Pramzius is offering now for a Kickstarter option the Berlin Wall Signature Edition watch. This particular offering has a couple of options here, and I have both to show you. The 48 millimeter is the guy here, and the 42 millimeter is the one here. And of course, you can also see the different faces that you can order. One really cool thing to note right away that was shared with me is that this particular art that you see on the face is straight from the wall, and it was used with permission from the artists and the collaborative that kind of runs that memorial, if you will, right now. So that's pretty cool. One other cool thing I have to show you right off the bat is on the sides and the crowns, which you'll see better pictures because the video doesn't auto-focus, thankfully. There are pieces of the wall actually in the crown. So the crown is not solid. There is glass on here, and I haven't checked, but if I recall correctly, it is sapphire. So inside the crown are little pieces of the wall, and I know on their Kickstarter page you can actually look at a video of them busting up the pieces to put into these crowns. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that I really like is, it could also be a negative if you're not careful, and that is the serial number for the watch itself is right here on the side of the case. Quite often if you see your serial number, it's back here on the case back, sometimes even on the inside. I guess it just depends. But this one is on the outside of the case. And of course the number, the limited edition number is 1989. I'm guessing that that's because that's when the wall came down. I do remember that. I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to remember when it came down. So the serial numbers I have here happen to be number 1. These are the review pieces that they're going to be showing off. So you'll see pictures of these on the website with me wearing them and with different setups and stuff. But a quick video review. The 48 millimeter is robust. I mean, it's not my thing. This is definitely more my feel. One thing I also like is the lume, Super Luminova on the hour indicators, and also the 89. That's also a place where you can see the lume at night, and of course you can see the little markers on the hands as well. So with this is a Seiko NH35 movement, and they say right on the Kickstarter page that it's not about the movement necessarily, and I kind of agree with them. I mean, unless you're spending a whole lot of money on a watch, the movements are all going to be really much kind of up to par with one another for the most part, and as long as it works and as long as it does what it's supposed to do, I'm okay with that. And that's just me, you know, regular guy. I'm not like a watch connoisseur, if you will. I just kind of approach these as, you know, what I wear this thing, you know, that's how I look at it. The bezel does not move, but it does have directional indicators. The crown is kind of, I wouldn't say rough, but it definitely has a grip to it. I mean, it is a screw down crown, so you're not going to really hurt anything by it, but just keep in mind you could catch it on something, which is one thing I noticed right away. Another thing I noticed, which is actually kind of neat, is their logo. You can't see it quite from that shot, but their logo is actually etched in the glass. It looks to be on the underside, which I would assume is what you would do. And the 89 is kind of raised, and the Berlin is raised slightly, and there is a date complication in here, but not a day. And here is the 42 millimeter watch in the different face. Similar setup, except for the graffiti is a little bit different. I personally like the one with the graffiti a little more, just because it really speaks to what the watch is about, and I think it would be a head turner. I didn't wear this in public because I wanted to be able to wear this without having to adjust the bracelet at all, and it was too big for my wrist. So instead of wearing it out, I just kind of wore it around the house for a while. I showed my family, my in-laws are in town, so they saw it and they all liked it. But the one thing that I noticed right away is that they're heavy. Heavy is it's meaty. That's the only way to say it. It wouldn't stop me from wearing the watch, but I wouldn't wear it on a regular basis necessarily. Maybe for something special. you know, not to work every day, and certainly not just everyday stuff, but maybe like church on Sundays or some special function. Not dress necessarily, but maybe for something special I would wear this. I also like the finish that is on the bracelet and the case and the bezel and all around. It's not on the case back, which is right and proper. Let me open the clasp here with my gloves. As you know, in previous videos, I wear the gloves so I don't damage somebody else's watch. 10 atmosphere is the resistance for water. And once again, check out the review. I'm keeping this brief just so I can get it out quickly. I know their Kickstarter just started, so I want people to be able to see this and back it if they're interested sooner than later. So I'm going to try to have this out right away. Long and short of it, there are a couple things that could be addressed. Like I said, the crown. One thing that they told me was that the case window was kind of a rougher cut, maybe more of a beveled edge. But that's an easy fix. I mean, I'm not really worried about that. They said they were going to fix it. So, I mean, I totally believe them. They're super excited about the watch. Pramzius, they've been super communicative, and you know, I think they're really proud of what they have put together. It's taken them a couple years, from what I understand, and you know, the love shows. You know, they really put a lot into this, and you know, I like the effort. I like the case. The really nice case comes with also the straps. There are some strap options in here as well that you can see, and so it comes with a really nice case. You know, if you're a watch collector, you probably need more cases. I know I do. I just don't have enough space for what I have, and I don't have a ton, but I just don't have enough space for what I do. So I think these are right around 400 right now on the Kickstarter, maybe 369 depending on how soon you got in. But then again, this video is not going to be timely necessarily, so keep in mind that those prices might not be accurate. Good price, good value. You know, there's a difference between price and value, and I think they're both. So check them out. We'll have all the information in the review, and check out the links, and go support these guys over at Pramzius with their Berlin Wall commemorative watch.